MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Detroit Tigers and the San Francisco Giants. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. So digging in now, Nicholas Goldman. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, number 71.
And our first pitch taken for ball one as we are underway tonight from San Francisco. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-strike back foot slider. That's a classic pitch. Nice job of laying off of that.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
In the second spot.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Here's Byung-ho Park. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a fastball just misses for ball one.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. And this is fouled at the plate. 1-2. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dugan is there. And that ends the inning. Stepping up now, Stephen Dugan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll step off.
Stephen Dugan.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Set to deal on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Gordon Beckham waits on deck. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first. Into the box, Gordon Beckham. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Reyes racing back, and this one's off the fifth archway. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. In is Christian Yelich. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there. Standing in, Wilson Ramos. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get one run in, and now you have two other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
And now they've got him in a rundown, but he'll be in there easily. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out. A man at third with one away. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Dickerson's there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Now the relay home, and he's safe. Now at the plate, Scott Schebler. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. The tag, and he is out. Now at the plate, John Hicks. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
John
First
Hicks.
pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Strike called. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. Here's Ryan Braun now, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year.
Ryan Braun.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. And he's set down, 1 away. Stepping into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the 310 plateau. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. 1 out and a runner on third. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
That's a nice at bat. You know how hard it is to get yourself in a good hitter's count against a pitcher of this caliber? It's going to be
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And a slider tails outside for ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Now that low 90s fastball, it won't overpower a lot of guys. But if it's mixed in well, it's a real effective pitch.
Yelich is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Ready now, Victor Reyes.
Right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Norris. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Back up the, oh no, that got him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Right to Iglesias. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The pitch. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
2-1 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll be shy of the arcade as it's off the brick wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Stepping into the box, Brandon Belt. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Tell you what, Matt, if he makes a mistake here, 1-2 with the pitcher on deck, that would be a monumental mistake. I don't think he gives him anything to hit here. Makes him chase it to get him out.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. Stepping in, Madison Bumgarner. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Reyes giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Nicholas Goldman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Now it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Pitch on the way. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a 2nd time right here.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. checked his swing, but it's a strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 1.
Ready for another chance? Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. A strike, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. There is Crawford on to first, and Bumgarner's rolled him right through him here. 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Byung-ho Park. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Pro gets him there from short right field. A nice play. Striding in once again, Stephen Dugan. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Stephen.
And that misses ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Those first 2 pitches were pretty good pitches. I like where he was going, but now he's falling behind 2-0. He may have to lay one in there and challenge him a little bit.
Outside, 3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Gordon Beckham. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. And this pitch is popped straight up right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Digging in to try it again, Christian Yelich. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he may have been a little rattled by the threat of the stolen base as a balk has been called, and that'll move the runner to second after all. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. He's got to hurry, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the move is Braun. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. The relay throw, and they get the double play at third. Digging in now, John Hicks. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
John Hicks.
Push to the right side, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Schebler moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Miguel Cabrera, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now with the side. Into the box now. Scott Schebler comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Scott
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Goldman on the grass, and a rather easy first out. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he really struggled in the first inning. Say struggled is kind. He really had a bad first, but man, he's made a nice adjustment now and is really starting to dominate this game.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. In the air out to left. Braun has a read on it. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Goldman from the outfield grass. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is. So coming to the plate, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder number 10, Corey Dickerson.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Here it comes. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Reyes, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Victor Martinez will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Here's the 2-1 home to Martinez. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And Martinez swings and misses on a good pitch as he's retired for the first down. Jeimer Candelario.
Pinch hitting for Detroit, number 7, Jeimer Candelario.
And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Schebler is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Nicholas Goldman. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Nicholas Goldman.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Crawford's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Brendan Finnegan.
Now pitching for the
Here's
Tigers.
The first baseman Brandon Bell.
29, Brandon Finnegan.
Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
The pitch. Line towards center field. Dickerson is right there, 1 down. Coming to the plate now, Madison Bumgarner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a sinker that didn't sink enough, just missed high. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Stephen Dugan is on deck. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is taken in for the second out. Ready for another shot now, Stephen Dugan.
Stephen Dugan.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Up and in for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this goes right past him. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 3-1. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. In is Christian Yelich. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way. With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Takes a knee-high fastball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Slider whiffed on for strike. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Jose Iglesias.
and he gets ahead 0-1.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's Byung-ho Park. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, it's an unusual start to an inning. I mean, 3 straight strikes to the first hitter, and now 3 straight balls to the next. I can't figure it out.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. 1 out, nobody on. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Hard on the ground towards short. Crawford fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance. John Hicks. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And the changeup is way low that time.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So that'll extend the inning and give Ryan Braun a 2-out chance.
The left fielder, number 8.
Digging in once again, Ryan Braun. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Braun awaiting the 1-0. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
He's getting a little shaky trying to close this inning out. Look, he gives up a base hit. Then he almost hits the guy right here. Got to take a deep breath. Throw strike.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is digging in to try it again. Wilson Ramos. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. And that brings up Scott Schebler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And now a stoppage as I believe, yes, a balk has been called here. They'll say he never came fully set that time. Alan Henson will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Base, number 37, Alan.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch on the ground up the middle. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Evan Long.
Third baseman,
Joe Jimenez.
Evan Longoria. Your attention, please.
Pablo
Pinch hitting for the
Sandoval
Giants.
will grab a bat and
Number
pinch hit
48.
now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Grounded to the right. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
The shortstop, number 35.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Striding in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Center fielder,
digging in and
10.
looking for more. Corey Dickerson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Victor Martinez.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's really done a remarkable job considering the fact that he's thrown first pitch strike to less than half the guys in the lineup. He's under 50% right now, and that's usually not a recipe for success.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Dugan is in pursuit, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Dickerson rounds third and is digging for the plate, but no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Nicholas Goldman. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
3-0 now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
The shortstop, number 1.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Sam Dyson answers the call. The pitch here in a big spot.
Number 47. Sam Dyson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Jose Iglesias stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Up top, it's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Calling for it, Schebler, and that's the 3rd out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Into the box now, Brandon Belt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
First baseman.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The pitcher,
into the box
47.
now, Sam Dyson. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Your
Dwight
attention, please.
Smith will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Dwight Smith.
And this one runs up high. Ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Braun coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Dugan. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now a look and a throw back to second. But he is in there as they can't get him at second. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Martinez coming in. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ty Block will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Digging in, Young-Ho Park. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the eighth. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he falls behind now, 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Schebler is there, and he'll bring this one in. Settling in now, John
55.
Hicks. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Look, Matt, they're down 3 in the 8th inning. Take a pitch, get hit by a pitch. You got to get base runners. Manufacture right now is the time because you only got 6 outs to play with.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Ray Montoya gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. From the stretch, chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Third base
stepping in,
24,
Miguel Cabrera. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball, 1-0. That's by him for strike one.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Hicks rounds the corner and is headed home. And that'll score the runner from second as the lead is cut to 4-2 now. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there. In is Christian Yelich. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Left fielder.
Blaine Hardy is on to pitch out. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the
Your
Tiger
attention,
bullpen.
please. Now pitching for Detroit, number 36.
And a breaking ball is chopped
Blaine
foul at the
Hardy.
plate. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Gone to lead off the inning. Alan Hansen the next to bat. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Lays off 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit in the air to center field. Dickerson patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. And that brings up Scott Schebler. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Lifted the other way to left center. Braun on the run. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting the third
Digging in for his second at-bat, Pablo Sandoval. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the gap in left center. And Sandoval's aboard, a base hit. So instead of leading off the following inning, Brandon Crawford bats here after the 2-out hit.
The shortstop, number 35.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Pulled toward right center field. Dickerson is under it, and he makes the catch for out. So stepping in, Corey Dickerson, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Corey Dickerson.
Squared that one up just a little late. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Right fielder.
First offering on its way. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drive. And that was not the pitch.
Under it is Sandoval, and there's the second out.
Number 36.
Standing in now, the pitcher, Blaine Hardy. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's cut on and missed. So now the Tigers find themselves down to their last strike.
Well, that's a true indicator. He's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to.
Got him. Detroit, good night. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think